Greetings and salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play StarCon2, the Quan Masters. I'm Chemcheck Fisco. Come join me for an old school adventure.
Just over 20,000 years ago, when your ancestors were learning to chart the course of the moon and stars on animal horns, the sentient milieu spanned 500 light years and included the membership of 100 worlds. Like all other star travelers, they had discovered ruins and relics of a far more ancient culture, which your species calls the precursors. Explorers from many species spent their lives trying to piece together this ancient mystery, but of all races, the Quan were the most bold adventurers. Their scouts, flying single ships, penetrated far into uncharted space and landed a million worlds. On one such mission, a young Quan made planetfall on a small, life-bearing alien world to identify some anomalous energy readings, occasionally a sign of precursor installations. Instead, the Quan found a small, hideous creature, a Dinyari. Before the scout was able to defend itself, the Dinyari creature took control of the Quan's mind and commanded the scout to place the Dinyari aboard the Quan's ship, along with hundreds of its evil brood. Then, the Quan returned to the heart of the milieu, landing on its capital planet. Within hours, every resident of the planet was a Dinyari slave. Within a month, Dinyari compelled starships and spread the evil, psychic creatures across the entire milieu.
I'm beginning to understand why the Quan are the way they are. It kind of makes sense. It's not justified, but it makes sense.
When the Dinyari took control over the milieu, one race fought back, the Ta'elo. These slow, quiet creatures were silicon-based life forms, but bore little resemblance to the modern Shenjesu. Ta'elo were natural immunes to the Dinyari's psychic compulsion. They were unaffected by the creature's power, and the Dinyari would not permit anyone to exist outside their control.
Oh no.
So they ordered the remaining races of the milieu to attack and destroy the Ta'elo home planet. This planet was one of the few milieu worlds located in this region of space. I believe you call their star Delta Vulpeculae.
I've been there.
Their home was a moon revolving about the second planet. I'm sad to say that the Ta'elo were, indeed, eliminated. However, at the time of their devastation, they had completed a device which they thought would give other races psychic immunity like their own.
I found
What
it.
happened to this device, this shield? It's hard to say.
It's in my cargo hold.
Maybe it was destroyed in the attack on their homeworld. Maybe not.
I understand why he sounded regrettable. If the Maelnum were the ancestors of the Melnorme, his ancestors helped wipe out a lot of the Ta'elo. But we know the Ta'elo weren't totally wiped out. The Oris confirmed that they shifted into a higher dimension from us. So they weren't entirely slaughtered, they just left. But yeah, you were psychically possessed, and it wasn't your fault, but you guys were a part of this. Not you guys, but your ancestor. I'm claiming you would be stupid. You weren't there, it was your ancestors. Anyway.
In the Dinyari's new empire, the Quan were the favored slaves. This is probably because the Quan were the most psychically sensitive, the most easily compelled.
Yeesh.
As the centuries of Dinyari dominance passed, what was once the sentient milieu deteriorated and degenerated into a great galactic gulag.
Damn.
Alien races which did not serve with the efficiency and speed demanded by the Dinyari were ruthlessly burned from the faces of their worlds. The agents of this genocide were inevitably the Dinyari's favored pet, the Quan. After almost 2,500 years of unrelenting Dinyari control, there were only 4 living member races of the once great sentient milieu. By this point, the Dinyari had used genetic manipulation to split the Quan into 2 subspecies. The green Quan. Scientists, technicians, and administrators who were responsible for maintaining the limited infrastructure of the Dinyari.
That explains why the green ones are more tactical and the black ones are
the
hostile.
black Quan, who filled the ranks of basic laborer and combat soldier. Then, a chance discovery by an Quan named Za led to the violent overthrow of the Dinyari slave empire.
Well, don't stop there, man.
The Quan named Za was a green, a researcher specializing in repairing the mental damage inflicted by long-term exposure to the Dinyari psychic compulsion. By this point in history, the Dinyari had grown lax in their dominance.
Not surprised.
And, on occasion, accidentally permitted their slaves moments of self-direction. Za was able to use those few scattered minutes to compose a theory. From its observations, Za realized that when a slave died, the Dinyari disconnected from the slave's mind, lest it too be dragged down to death. Further, the Quan scientist uncovered the fact that when a slave underwent great pain, the Dinyari temporarily disconnected, but that the degree of pain had to be extreme, nearly lethal.
Oh, man.
Za chose its moment carefully. It waited until it was near an open transmission unit. Then, in a short moment of mental freedom, the Quan injected itself with a dose of acidic poison,
Holy crap.
sending incredible waves of pain through its long body. In the few moments before its death, Za was able to wrest control of the transmitter to send word of its discovery across the planet and into space as well. Before the Dinyari knew what was happening, Quan everywhere were hacking at their own bodies with chunks of glass, burning themselves horribly, doing anything that would give them the few seconds of freedom necessary to find the nearest Dinyari and crush the bleeding creature.
Yeah, well, you'd have to get free.
As they gained longer and longer periods of control, the Quan developed new tools and weapons to destroy their evil masters. The most gruesome of these devices was the excruciator, a mechanism which was inserted directly into the brain and generated a constant stream of agony. The Dinyari could not bring themselves to make the necessary mental connection with these tortured Urquan.
And lost.
They were slaughtered by the thousands.
Serves those evil bastards,
The
right.
Urquan slave revolt was won.
And because of that, the soldiers went hardcore and said, fuck every other race, let's slaughter them. And the green ones went, no, we don't trust you, we don't want to murder you, but we're going to enslave you because we don't want you to ever hurt us again. That is... I understand the history, but that's still one hell of an overreaction, man.
When the last Urquan was free of psychic compulsion, when the last free Dinyare was dead, the combined might of the Urquan starfleets met in orbit above the Dinyare homeworld. They had come together to make two important decisions. First, how to punish the few frightened Dinyare left below on the planet's surface. Second, how to ensure that never again would the Urquan be made slaves. The first decision was made swiftly. The Dinyare would not be allowed to die.
Why not?
It was too kind a fate. Instead, the creatures would be genetically modified into sub-sentience. They would become dumb animals.
Okay.
These low creatures would be further debased by serving the Urquan for all eternity in the most demeaning way the Urquan could imagine, acting as translators.
Oh, those little brain dudes in the corner.
Physical contact with other species, whom the Urquan now considered grossly inferior to themselves and revolting.
Wow.
The second decision, how to ensure their freedom permanently, caused great turmoil.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You guys were enslaved and tortured for thousands of years. Yes, that's horrible. But to turn around and become the enslavers or to wipe out every other race? I'm sorry, that's not justified. You're becoming the monster you hated. Sadly, we can't get the rest of the story arc until we find another couple of Rainbow Worlds, but yeah, that's their history. Now we know.
What else would you like to buy?
I mean, there's obviously more, but we're not going to be able to get it until I can grab a few more
It
home
has
worlds.
been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
Not home worlds, Rainbow Worlds. Okay, that was... damn. I remember their history being dark. I forgot how messed up it was. Okay, so unfortunately we do not have the time to go find some more Rainbow Worlds. Click back at the game, thank you. There we go. But I am going to tool around here to see if I can actually trigger the encounter with an alien race. Which I'm sure, if you think about the fact that we're by the Rift, there's a reason why this race is by the Rift. They're from the other side of the portal. Oh hey, we got an encounter coming in. Sweet, maybe this is what we're looking for. That, or it's going to be a Melnorme that thinks we're stranded. Yes! You wanted to know who was on the other side?
Hello, my little one. I am so pleased to see you. You have done well for yourself. It is gratifying.
Thanks, creepy little dude. You sound as if you know me. Have we met?
I forget myself. Of course you don't know me. You are from Unzervault, not Earth. We are, however, how shall I say, related. It has
Excuse
been
me?
many of your years since I have been to our planet Earth. We are known among your kind by many names, some of them flattering, some of them not. The one we use most often was given to us by the children of the Celts, a wonderful culture. They called us the Arilu Lalile. More recently, we were part of the Alliance of Free Stars, along with your kind until we decided to return to our own, how would you say, reality, when it became clear that your people would be safe enough under the Urquan slave shield.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. One, what do you mean related? And two, you bailed on us because we were, quote, safe? What are you doing here in this region of space?
We are many places at many times. This place is an easy place.
You're talking like
One
yours.
of the 10 easy places. At different different times, we explore different easy places. That is our way. Oh, I can see from the look in your eyes that I have confused you. I am silly. Please disregard my words.
No, I'm not gonna disregard. What are you exploring these easy places?
We seek to trap Noon, but they dart and leap. You cannot trap Noon. Do not even try.
I don't even know what they are.
I don't think you can even touch them. You are not quite solid enough.
What do you mean we're not solid enough? Okay, you trap these nungy things, then what?
Why, we let them go, of course. None do not like to be confined. Captain, these things we talk about, they are unimportant to you. They are as dreams. Our words should address your universe, not ours.
So basically you're playing a weird game of tag with these creatures. Got it. What exactly is your connection with Earth and humans anyway?
You are curious. That is a promising quality. How can I describe our relation to humans? Never doubt our motives, Captain. Your well-being is of paramount concern to every Aryan. Surely you know that it was the day after humanity joined the Alliance of Free Stars that we appeared in the open for the first time. This was no coincidence. We wanted to protect you. Once we saw that you were, well, safe, we decided to tend to other business for a short while. Believe me, Captain, we have known each other for a very long time. You might even say that we knew the first human.
We still struggle with the Quan. Can you help us?
With ships and weapons, blood and bones, no. Too many shipmates were forcibly discorporated in the last conflict. Our cooperation is not necessary. You are the focus. However, knowledge transcends reality perimeters, and this we can share with you. An example, to discover the nature of the red probes, seek creatures who inhabit a world with no surface.
Yeah, we already know about the Slylander of Thanks. Goodbye!
Farewell, child.
Weird, freaky alien dudes. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy them. So you all take care of yourselves, and if you want to see more of me, click the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below. Please remember to take that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.